Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thanks for being here for the start of a brand new week and indeed the start of a brand new month. It is the 1st of December, can you believe? Hopefully you are ready for the Advent countdown. Hopefully you got an Advent calendar this morning as well. 46 years old and I still got an Advent calendar. Every year my mum sends me one, which I think is super cute. You got one, Johnny, did you? Ah, chocolate orange one. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, and the elves have come as well. Hopefully the elves have arrived or haven't arrived at your house, as the case may be. They don't come to our house anymore, thank goodness. Anyway, no mischievous elves here. We are celebrating the fact that, of course, it is Monday. It is the 1st of the month. It is the start of a brand new week, and it's Cyber Monday as well. So the deals continue. If you've not yet had enough of some fantastic deals on Black Friday, right across the weekend as well, we have got some brilliant deals to bring to you over the course of the shows today. We're going to ease you into the day just a little bit, and we're going to get ready for the chaos as to what will be two big Cyber Monday sales shows for you a little bit later on. Usual time, so 2 o'clock this afternoon, it'll be me and Leann, and then 5 o'clock tonight, live at 5. She is back in. Sarah will be here, and the great thing is we have got lots of deals to kind of smatter into those shows, and we've got some deals that we're bringing you at 5 that you won't see at 2, deals that you won't see in this show, in the other 2 shows, so there will be loads of reasons to tune into all the shows today to pick up some staggering deals. If you thought Black Friday was good, wait till you see what we've got up our sleeves for Cyber Monday. I will say a few hellos to you in just a few moments time, but let's say the most important hello to the lady at the other side of the studio, and please can you send the healing vibes, because she's feeling a little bit under the weather, and she is still here for your viewing pleasure, so send all the love to the marvellous Leann. You are dosed up on Lemsip and Olbas oil, aren't you? Lemsip,
Olbas oil, Sinutab, Zavirax, lip balm, yeah, you name it, I've got the cold remedy for it. I'm wafting, I'm permeating. I mean, I don't know if you can see the halo, but everybody's telling me they can smell me, which I'm thrilled for them because I can't smell myself. But I am thrilled to be here because I was very much looking forward to this craft along, Ben. You know, liquid watercolours are one of the things that I absolutely adore in our collection. And what I wanted to do today, because it's the 1st of December.
Yes.
And I thought for those of you who might be behind with your Christmas card makes, or who thought, do you know what, I can't this year, there's just too many, feeling overwhelmed by it, I thought, let's take this craft along and show you how you can make some really quick, really impactful Christmas cards, and you could get maybe all of them done in one afternoon. Nice. With the technique that I've got for you today. So I'm going to show you how to make this, which looks like a hand-illustrated bauble, doesn't it?
Very cute.
To a certain extent it is, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that. And then after we've done this, because it won't take the full hour, I'm going to show you how you can take this technique and use that technique and make some other styles with it. And honestly, you could sit down just after lunch and have all of your Christmas cards done before you have your dinner. And I think that would be a brilliant thing if you're a little bit behind.
I absolutely love that. So listen, let's take you through everything that you're going to need to do this little mini craft along. Then I'll say a few hellos, I'll show you the deal, and we will get into it. What I will say as well is do keep checking back on the web, see all the deals that we've got for Cyber Monday. It is going to be a cracking day. But let's have a look with Leann as to what we are going to need. Take us through it.
Yeah, I'd love to. So what you're going to need are your watercolour stamps. If you already have them, get them out of your stash. If you don't have them and you're in the UK, we've got them for you today. Yeah. And if you don't have them you're in the US, I've got a cheat for you, so don't worry, you can still do what I'm about to show you. You need your liquid watercolours, whatever colour you like. Metallic paint markers, please, because they're going to do all of that lovely matte splat you can see there in the background. Matte splat. You need your paintbrushes, you need watercolour card. White card is optional because you can make the base card with your watercolour card. I'm going to show you how to do that in this show. Your Scormaster, your Guillotine, you need some water, some paper towel and an Artliner. And I think after that you're going to be good. You don't need an awful lot for this, and it's really easy and really quick.
So, if you are planning on crafting along, let me just give you a few minutes to get those bits and pieces together. As Leann has said, if you haven't got the bits and pieces, they are available for you in the show. Rachel's on the socials for this one with Susan B joining us from Delaware. Alex says, good afternoon, I'm watching on my phone. Sarah is on this morning. Alex, thank you so much. We received your cards today, and this is the one. I know you've made one for everybody, which is so super sweet of you. I mean, I know you made 55 cards for our Christmas card exchange as well, so we're very appreciative of all the cards that you've made. I know Leann was saying she's got one from you as well. Is it up in your office, Leann?
It's in my office. It's the first Christmas card I've received, Alex. So, 1st of December, and I was really excited. Thank you very much, and I absolutely love how you use that star die and all of those beautiful, beautiful papers on there. So thank you so much. And it's the first one up on my office wall. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. It's very kind, and for the lovely messages you've written to us all as well. And the guys in the gallery just saying thank you for their card as well. It's up in the gallery. Rosalind says, good morning from Maryland. Mallory Kellogg says, good morning. Hello, Laurie Barnett in Gilbert, Arizona. Sarah is in saying good morning. And Hannaford says, good day, everyone, from Kentucky. Colleen Posadi says, good morning, Ben and Leann. I hope you'll feel better soon, Leann. I'm watching from a very warm Florida. Karen's in from a chilly Hampton Roads, Virginia. Betty Weaver's in Idaho saying, feel better soon, Leann. And Christine Mahoney says, good morning / afternoon, everyone. This is my kind of project. By the way, we have got the maps back up in the studio as well after the Plinko on Friday. So if you do want to send in or let us know that you've sent in a card for our Christmas card exchange, let us know and we'll do some pinning a little bit later on today. I do feel there are ones that you've mentioned that we haven't yet stuck up, so feel free to mention once again. Good morning to Angelia, who's just said, I've just finished my Cyber Monday shopping. Finished? Holy cow, says Angelia. This is going to happen again, Leann. Angelia has just saved $300.
Oh!
That's nice, isn't it?
That is a very nice saving. I like that a lot.
Keep those comments coming in. If you're shopping early doors, obviously you're going to get first dibs at all of those deals. And, you know, things are going to sell out through the day. So get in as early as you can and get shopping. We'll show you the liquid watercolours. These are the colour inspiration set. So you're getting the 6 bottles of liquid watercolours in the 6 colours that you're seeing here. And this is what Leann is going to be using over the course of this show. So you've got your catkin green, seaweed aqua, you've got night blue, persimmon orange, your poppy red, and then you've also got your beautiful clematis violet in there. If you go for this bundle, you will also get the accessory kit, which is brilliant. Now, each of the bottles, of course, comes with their own sort of personal pipette, so you can, you know, distribute as much of the ink as you want to. But this is handy because you've got 2 extra pipettes, helping you pick up any of the ink which you might not have used on your project. And also, you've got your water spritzer, which you're going to be using a lot, and then 2 empty pots as well, because it may be that you decide to mix colours up, and then you want to save that new colour that you've made. You don't want to be putting it back into one of the other bottles, so you've got 2 empty pots so that you can put those newer colours in should you wish. £20 for the accessory kit and the 6 bottles of your liquid watercolours if you are a Platinum member. If you're shopping in the US, it is $25.60. And as Leann said, if you want those stamps as well that she will be using, they are available in the UK, but Leann will give you some tips if you are in the US as to what you can use if you haven't got those, because they are out of stock in the US. And Alex says, my absolute pleasure to send cards to my favourite people. Thank you, Alex. Let's get over to Leann then. So she's got her liquid watercolours at the ready, Scoreboard at the ready. Where are we starting, Leann?
Right, so we're going to start with scoring our card base, and on this one that I did for you, I did a little matte and layer on a white card, but you know, it's just an extra step you don't need. Right. So if you've got some lovely watercolour card like I've got, you can just fold your card base and work straight on the front of that. Yeah. And that's what we're going to do. Because I think it's a really great thing for you to be able to see. Now I want to show you how you can cut 2 cards from one sheet really quickly and easily. So if you've got 8.5 by 11 card, you don't need to do this step that I'm about to do now. If you've got 8.5 by 11 card, you're going to, I'll talk to you about that in a second. Okay. If you're in the UK, your card is 8.25 inches wide. So what we're going to do is trim 1/4 of an inch off so that your card is 8 inches wide.
The watercolour cardstock, by the way, is back in stock and it is on the show if you want it. So it is absolutely worth multi-ordering on that, Leann, isn't it?
Okay, so UK piece, you're about to trim 1/4 of an inch off your A4 card. US peeps, don't do this because your card works better in this term size for it.
Okay.
So there we go, there's 1/4 inch off. So I can move my guillotine out of the way. I'm going to come back to that in a second.
Okay.
Then I'm going to bring my Scoremaster in and I'm going to score at 4 inches on my card. So I can see I've buttered it up against the edge. I can see where 4 inches is here. I always mark my board with a Sharpie down the middle just so I can see where the centre is. I can see my 8-inch marks there perfectly. So I'm just going to score my watercolour card down at 4 inches.
Right.
Working on the inch side of the board. There we go. So once I've done that, I'm then going to fold that over and burnish the entire piece of card. Now it looks like a very long card. Right
Doesn't
now,
look a long
doesn't
card.
it? So then what you're going to do, oh, and by the way, sorry guys, missed everybody in the US with your 8.5 inch long wide cardstock, you're going to score at 4.5 inches.
Yes.
Because it's 4.25 inches, I beg your pardon.
It's 8.5.
Because at 4.25, that is going to be perfectly in half.
Yeah.
Everybody in the UK, you trimmed 1/4 inch off, so you could do it at 4 inches, okay? So that works with your size of cardstock at home.
Perfect.
Then you're going to take your guillotine back, and everybody in the US, you're now going to trim this to 5.5 inches, and then you've got 2 cards at 4.25 by 5.5 from one sheet. Everybody in the UK, we're doing it at 5 3/4 because our card is a little longer. Okay. So I go to the 5 3/4 mark there on my guillotine, cut that in half, and I've got 2
a twofer.
perfectly sized cards, exactly the same, from one sheet. So out of one sheet, I've got 2 perfect Christmas cards at that point. And this is why I'm saying you can get all of them done in an afternoon and it's just going to look absolutely fantastic. Okay, so they're the 2. We'll do the first one and then we'll come back to that. Right, so the next thing we're going to do, Ben, is start to get our colour on there. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can do this, and that's why I want 2 cards, because if you have the watercolour stamps, you can get them out and use them.
Yes.
If you don't, we've got them available for you. But if you are in the US and you don't have the watercolour stamps, I want to show you how you can do it with something else.
Okay.
So that you are not left out and you can join in this technique, get your liquid watercolours.
So these are like nesting stamps, weren't they, in essence,
They are.
really?
Yes.
They're so clever.
They are really clever. So nesting shapes, which allow you to do this brilliant technique that we're just about to do.
Yeah.
So I am going to bring in a couple of different things, and I need my rocker block. So we'll go first of all with the technique if you've got the watercolour stamps. Okay, and for this one, I'm just going to use the largest, and that's going on to my rocker block. There we go. Then I'm going to bring in, and if you've got there's one there, let me just get it, a palette, you can use your palette.
Yeah.
I've got that there. And then I'm going to choose the 2 colours, and I'm going to do it exactly as I've done this, and then we'll have a look at a couple of things after that. Because these Christmas cards are so quick and easy, it isn't going to take me the full hour at all to do this craft.
It doesn't look like it's going to be quick and easy.
It really is going to be quick and easy.
I know.
I promise you. Promise you faithful. So I'm using poppy red.
Yep.
And I'm going to pop some of the poppy red with my pipette into my palette. You only need a very small amount.
Yeah.
And then it's like a mouse's tear.
I knew that was coming. I didn't say it because I knew it was coming.
Yeah, a mouse's tear.
Mouse's
And then
tear.
I'm going to take persimmon orange.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pop some persimmon orange in there.
Okay.
Tiny amount with that little pipette. Okay. So next thing we're going to do now is stamp the bauble.
Right.
So I'm going to take a paintbrush and I'm going to use the one which is 1/2 inch to apply my ink to my stamp. And then I'm just going to pick up the poppy red and pop that on half
Okay.
of the stamp there. And then I'm going to clean my brush
Yeah.
and use a bit of kitchen towel as well. There we go. And then I'm going to paint the other colour on the other half.
Right.
Okay. So we've got that on there. Clean your brush. And then all you're going to do is ha, because we're using the stamp. Ha is breath, so this stamp's going to have a cold.
Get it some old bath oil quick.
Get some oil bath oil on that stamp.
Yeah.
Pick where you would like your bauble to be on your card front.
Achoo.
And stamp it down.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, then all we do is take that same brush that we used, and it needs to be wet but not soppy.
Right.
And then you go up to the edge
And pull the colour out.
and drag the colour out.
Brilliant.
Now, if you feel you need a little bit more colour, you can pick that up from your palette, which I'm doing here. And you see you can drop that in.
Yeah.
There we go. And I'm working on the persimmon orange side first.
Yeah.
Don't worry if it's not perfect. You want it to feel quite loosey-goosey and should we call it organic?
Perfectly imperfect?
Perfectly imperfect, because that's going to give it the hand illustrated look and feel. I'll just plop that in, and I just need a little bit more poppy red because I used quite a bit of that. So good to use a mouse's tier, because if you need to come back with a little bit more, you can, but then you're not wasting it.
Yes, exactly right.
I would say just keep dropping a little drop in as you need it. Don't feel you've got to do it all at once. Once you've cleaned your brush and you've picked up your poppy red, you can then do the same. So
I feel like this is going to have that look of like a high-end sort of Christmas market sort of card, if you know what I mean. The kind of thing like I would have seen at Raby Castle when I was there over the weekend. That kind of thing, you know. You'd expect to pay maybe a £5 for. Exactly right. You know.
Exactly right.
But you're showing us actually already how simple it is to do it, I suppose.
Oh, it's very, very simple. Yeah. It could not be easy, and that's why I'm saying this is a card for Christmas that you can get done in seconds. You can make all your Christmas cards in one afternoon.
For experts and beginners alike.
If you've never ever picked up a watercolour brush before, this is a very, very, very easy way of doing it for you. And you will get things that look really, like you say, Ben, high end, like hand illustrated. Right, when you've got that colour down there like that, you see how I've left it white in the centre. I've left my card. And the reason I've done that is now I've cleaned my brush and I've got all of the spare ink off my brush. And now I'm just going to dab that with water and get the two colours to meet in the centre.
Love it.
And then leave it. Okay, and now we need to dry it with our heat tool. So we take our heat tool. Oh, mine's, there we go. Come on, heat tool. And then you can just dry it.
Must say hello to Jane Quigley, who's with us. Hello, lovely Jane. She says, hello, everyone. It's very cold, wet and blustery today. We've got that here as well, Jane, to be honest with you. It's a good day to stay indoors and have us on your TV. She says, I've cancelled the housework and cancelled the shopping. I'm having a day off. Jane, I don't blame you. Start the week with a day off. That's the best way to go, I think. Especially on a day like today, Jane. And thank you for your company. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to have some fun.
Okay, so just dry till it's fully dry. And don't worry that it moves around and it looks a bit loose and it looks a bit watercolour, because that's what you want. You want it to feel hand illustrated, hand painted. You want it to feel perfectly imperfect, a bit organic.
I love the way that the sort of highlight in the centre's like got bigger as you've dried it.
And if you don't like that, you can go and add some more colour in if you want.
Right, yeah.
It's entirely up to you. So once you've dried it, you can see what it looks like. That's probably dry enough for now. Let's say you want a little bit more colour in there. You can go and pick a little bit more colour up and you can add it in.
And this is something you can do many times, isn't it? Dry and then add, dry and add.
Yeah, absolutely. Many times as you like, but then dry again.
Yeah. And if you're going for that set, UK friends, we got loads of different shapes in that set as well, Leann, haven't we, in the stamp?
So you've got circles, squares, hearts, teardrops, which are great for the long baubles, and you've got ovals.
Yeah.
They're absolutely fantastic. When we did the pop-up shop and I demonstrated these for everybody, there were people there who've been terrified of watercolour or doing anything like this for years. They watched the demonstration, had a little go, and then bought the set. They were like, I'm making my Christmas cards like that this year. It's so, so good. It couldn't be easier. Right, so that's your bauble, almost complete, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And it really does work very quickly. Now, I'm just getting my liquid paint markers out now.
Okay.
If you haven't got these, you definitely need these for this technique. And I'm going to use the 0.7mm. Come out, there you go. 0.7mm, let's just make sure this is primed. Yes, it is. I've got a scrap piece of card that we'll practice it on in a second. Right, so now once that's dry, what you can do is just manipulate it. So you're just getting the card flat again. And once you've made them, you can put them under something heavy if you like, but you know what, it just all feels beautifully handmade. So I love to leave them as they are. Once you've done that, you're going to take your Artliner, and the Artliner that I'm using, you can either use 0.3 or 0.5.
Okay.
Okay, so either one of those. Then what you're going to do is give the bauble some structure.
Oh, wow.
So you can see where the bauble gets some structure there.
Yeah.
Now, to do that, you're just going to do circles. Now, what I don't want you to do is to try and slowly trace around the bauble in a circle. You're going to make life hard for yourself. And again, you want it to feel organic. You want it to feel hand illustrated and loose, perfectly imperfect. That's a brilliant way of putting it, Ben. So you're going to, with confidence, whiz a circle around it.
Okay.
So you're going to take your pen and you're just going to go like that.
Almost like you're kind of just circling something in the newspaper.
Just circling something in the newspaper, that's all you're doing, and that'll make it look fab. So once you've done it with your Artliner, you're then going to do exactly the same with your gold metallic marker. Now I'm just priming this on a separate piece of card.
Yeah.
There we go. So I can see I've got that going now. And then I'm going to do exactly the same over the top. So just start, and then go around and round several times, and that gives you the outline of your bauble. Don't worry if the lines don't hit, you don't want them to.
No.
That's what you're looking for. Then you're just going to put a little hanger on the top, so that is 2 lines up and a line down.
Oh, yes.
Like that. Some lines for the bauble. And then we're going to turn that round, and now we're going to give it the hanger.
Right.
Now, when you do this, don't get a ruler.
No.
Don't try and draw a straight line.
Does it look too perfect?
It looks too perfect. So you're actually going to purposefully wiggle your hand when you draw this line.
Right.
So we're going to start at the bottom and we're going to purposefully wiggle all the way to the top, which gives it what looks like a little string moving. And then all we're going to do is give it 2 bunny ears, which is the little hangy bit.
Yeah.
Okay?
This is really good.
Now, I don't mind my handwriting, and I also think putting your own handwriting on this, if you're gifting it to friends and family, is so lovely. You've hand illustrated it, you've hand painted it, you've drawn, you know, you've done this all of yourself. It's completely and utterly yours. It's great to maybe take, actually I'm going to take a 0.5 Artliner to do this bit. There you go, just so you can see it a bit more. And I'm just going to write Merry Christmas at the bottom. And I'm not worried about my handwriting not being fabulous, Ben.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's your handwriting and you're sending it to the person you care about.
Sarah's just asking, what potentially could you use if you don't have an Artliner? Is there something else you could use?
Any biro.
Right.
Any black biro, any fine tip pen, you know, like a fine felt pen, just a biro, whatever, a very thin Sharpie, but a thin pen.
Yeah.
That's all you need of any description. So you see, I've popped Merry Christmas on there, and actually, on my little bow, on my bunnies, I think that might be the 0.1 I've done rather than the 0.5.
You have lovely handwriting.
0.3. Well, it's not really.
Oh, I think it is.
I want to do my bunny ears a couple of times I can. And then with my gold marker, I just go over again where the Artliner was. And you see, I'm not trying to line them up. I'm just making sure that it looks, that the lines are in roughly the same place. So once we've got all that on, now all we need to do is give it the extra bit of je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
Which is to get your ink pooling. And if you don't want to use this one, you can use the other one from the set. So you could use your bullet tip, the 3mm bullet tip. Get that going. till the ink starts to flow. Once you can see the ink starting to flow, you're then just going to tap that at your card, just straight off the pen.
Yeah.
So you see, I'm giving it a couple of little taps, and then I'm just literally flicking it at my card. And you know what? Doing that flick makes all of the difference to that card. All of a sudden, that just looked like a circle. And now popping them splats on makes all of the difference.
And you were quite close to the card there, so it's difficult to tell on the overhead, but you're sort of fairly close up to the card when you're doing this. Yeah, what's the splat range, producer Johnny's just asked?
That's so funny. What's your range for your splat? I was quite close. I was quite close for that splat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie that in a little bit more with a tiny little bit of the persimmon orange.
Yeah.
And a tiny little bit of the poppy red. Again, which are the two colours I used for the bauble. There we go. And you can, with your brush, just pick up a little bit and do the same.
There you go. See that there? So we're about that far.
That's as far as I am. Yeah. Then clean your, that's your range for your splats. Don't worry if your splats go over here on this side.
I was going to say, it doesn't matter if it goes in the back, does it?
No, because it's a full card design.
Yeah.
What I'm actually going to talk to you about in a second as well is doing it on the half fold. So you've got half a bauble on the front, half a bauble on the back. It looks really, really lovely. You can get really creative with this technique. A little bit of the poppy red, a couple of little splats. Let's dry it.
Once again, says Betty Weaver, Leann has made the new and a bit intimidating seem like it's totally possible. Betty, I'm with you, because when I saw that card at the start of the show, because it has got that feel of like a high-end Christmas market, I was like, that's going to be difficult to do. Look how simple it's been. Look how easy it's been. And like, you can do this. Everybody can do this. It's brilliant. What a really awesome demo as well, says Susan B. Lots of love for this, Leann, lots of love. Colleen just says, it's always good to use your own handwriting. It's more special and your family and friends will recognise your handwriting, and it's that more special doing it that way. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. It just adds that kind of finishing touch, doesn't it? Right.
It does. And there you go. So that is as quick as it's going to be, and you can do those on a conveyor belt. You can fold all of the cards, do all of the stamping, do all of the splatting, and you know you can do more than one bauble as well. I'm going to show you, hopefully I'll get time to show you that. You could put a big bauble and a small bauble, put two on there, put one higher than the other. That's going to look absolutely gorgeous. I mean, for example, if you want to just go a little bit further, there we go, same technique. Same technique if you just want to go a little bit further. If you want to use the teardrops, exactly the same technique, just a little bit more involved. I wanted to show you how easy it is to do, and then you can go away and do these yourself. Honestly, my preference is the simple one.
Yeah, I love that.
Because I just think it looks really hand illustrated, really fabulous, dead simple for you to do. You can do them in all of the different colours from your liquid watercolours and sit down in an afternoon and you're going to have 30 of your Christmas cards done in no time.
I mean, that is so cool, isn't it? It is so cool. And the fact that you can get the watercolours, so the colours that Leann was using there, the poppy red and the persimmon orange are obviously included in your selection here. So it's the colour inspirations. You get your individual bottles, each with their own pipette for you to dispense that liquid. And then, of course, you've got the 4 other colours within that set too. So night blue, seaweed aqua, catkin green, and then your clematis violet. Each comes with its own pipette for you to be able to distribute that ink. And then you've also got with that your artist accessory kit as well. So this comes with 2 extra pipettes. You've got your water spritzer in there as well if you want to do some spritzing techniques. And then, of course, those 2 empty pots complete with those lids as well. So it allows you then to be able to mix your own colours and pop them back into their individual pots, and then you're not contaminating the colours that you've already got within this collection. That, I think, is a great buy at £20 or $25.60. If you do also want those stamps, of course, as well, that Leann was using, UK viewers, they are in stock. Shop the day is the way to go. Loads of love coming through from Diane, just sending hearts in, saying absolutely beautiful. And Kirsty D says, I had a dream last night that my heat tool had broke and was making a funny noise. I blame the medicine that I took before bed, says Kirsty D. I had a dream last night that I was eating a £10 marshmallow. When I woke up, the pillow had gone. That's just... How is this off the cuff, that one as well? It's just putting it out there. Just someone says something, follow it up with a joke. Next, this is bonkers, and I feel like a lot of people have already spied this on the website. The LetterPress. This deal you're about to see is one of the very best of the day, bar none, because this is the least amount of money you will ever pay and will ever have paid for the LetterPress system. It is yours today for £31.99 if you're platinum, or $39.96. It is a bonkers price, Cyber Monday deal. Stock up. Because here's the thing, if you've already got one, down the line at some point, you will need to have another. So today is the day potentially to jump in and grab yours. If you have never tried this before, and maybe it has been the cost that has sort of put you off, today is the opportunity to get it at that lowest ever price. If you're in the UK, though, be very swift, because we've got less than 50 of these to go round. It is stock versus clock. This is the price just for your Cyber Monday. It's going to allow you to create those beautifully inked, debossed images, beautiful sentiments, professional letterpressing done at home with the use of this with your Gemini Junior, which I know a lot of people have picked up over the course of the last few weeks with that coming back, and also the G2 as well. This is compatible with. Inside your letterpress bundle, you'll get all of your beautiful cotton paper to work with. You get 24 sheets in yours, and you actually get 4 different colors within your set. So you're getting 6 shades of each of the colours in there. You've got your user guide included. Listen, go back onto YouTube, check out all the shows that we've done on the letterpress. Leann has done a series on the letterpress as well, which you will find on YouTube. If you need any inspiration, need any ideas, need a full-on look through, then that is there for you on YouTube. You're going to get the press plates in here as well. So you're getting the beautiful floral for you to try out straight out of the box, and you're getting a couple of stunning sentiments as well with love and hello friend. Producer Johnny just saying in my ear, people cannot believe the price that we are doing this for, only for Cyber Monday. Don't delay, jump in and grab this today. We're going to give you your tape included in there as well to make sure that your cardstock is taped down and in place and ready to go with your press plates. And you're going to get one of the dye-based inks as well, which is the ink that you want to be using along with this. It is the Jet Black, and that is lots to get you going. Instruction booklet, as I say, included in there, but it's everything that you need to get it working with your Gemini Junior, with your Gemini 2. This is going to fly out the door. Sheila's just said, I love my letterpress so much that I bought another one. Down the line, like you will need to get another letterpress at a point. It might be, years down the line, but you will need to get another one. So buy one today whilst we've got the biggest ever discount that we've done on it. And Linda just saying, wow, what a great deal. Debbie's just said, what a perfect start to my morning, Ben and Leann. Well, thank you, Debbie. That's very kind of you. She says, I'll be making this card later today. I love it. Listen, if you're making cards still as well, make sure you're popping them in the I'm a Crafterscompanion group so we can see them. Tag Leann, because I know she'd be delighted to see any of your creations of what she's just shown you. But also, if you were struggling potentially on a design or an idea for our Christmas card exchange, you're thinking, oh, I'm not quite sure what to do, but I want to make a card, I want to contribute. There's your idea. You've got until the end of the week, of course, to get your card sent off as well. So you've got time still, and if time was of the essence for you, you're thinking, I haven't got enough time to do it, but I want to be involved. Well, there you go. You can make one in literally 20 minutes. Beautiful card. Send it off to us, and we'll talk more about the Christmas card exchange a little bit later on. But it would be great to see the social channels flooded with your take on what Leann has just shown you there in that craft along. But don't miss out on this today. If you're shopping as well for somebody for Christmas, I realise this time of the year we do get a lot of partners shopping and friends and family members shopping for people who watch this regularly. You will not go wrong, and at that price you've got the best ever deal that we've done it for. We have also got another fantastic deal. Is it this one over here? This style of deal. All of this pile here. Right, this is £110 worth of goodies, I've just been told in my ear, that you are not going to be paying £110 for. Let's guess the price again on this. Let's guess the price and see what you think. You are going to get you're going to get, I went proper landing there, mate, didn't I? I'll tell you what you're going to get, mate. You're going to get our large guillotine, so the one that Leann's just been using in the last demonstration with that cutting capacity of 13 inches. You've got the extendable arm with this one, or the extendable leg, as Debbie calls it. All the cutting capacity, the sharpness, the quickness, that hardened stainless steel blade in there. You've also, of course, got with this the ability to be able to score. You've got that integrated built-in scoreboard with the score tool in there too. Absolutely perfect for your bigger projects, and great to be able to cut up to your 12 by 12 papers in there as well. So large guillotine, absolute craft room essential, first item. Something for you to be able to cut there. Nice paper pad, the graceful plumes. One of the most beautiful pads that we've done. Illustration wise, I don't think you get much better from us. It is absolutely incredible. All these sumptuous colours, the beautiful florals, these stunning peacocks as well. You're getting 36 sheets in there, 12 designs, and you're getting 3 sheets of each. Do a little bit of maths in your head right now. Tot this up and see what price you think that we might be doing this bundle for. So guillotine, large one, your 12 by 12 pad from the Graceful Plumes collection. We're then also going to throw in a 6 by 6 pad as well. This is the beautiful Flora and Fauna. We're teeing you up, we're getting you ready, because as we get into 2026, and once Christmas and New Year is a distant memory, you're then going to be looking events coming up. Things like Mother's Day will be here before you know it. Things like Easter will be here before you know it. This is a beautiful pad to use because it is full of absolutely stunning springtime and summertime florals in lots of different designs. And again, in here you've got your 12 designs, 3 of each, giving you your 36 sheets in that pad. You're then, on top of that, going to get a whole host of craft room essentials. Your ballpoint glue pens, 5 of these. Had these on Friday, flew out of the door. Absolutely perfect for laying down a bit of glue, for things like your glitter, for things like your flocking, gilding, flakes, all these things. 5 pens, prime them to go, lays down blue. And remember, when it's blue, it just won't do. When it's clear, it will adhere. Then on top of that, what have you got to so far? Where are you mathing at this? I bet you're not mathing to how low we're going to go. It's £110 worth, but we're going nowhere near that. Adhesive kit. Again, these flew out of the door on Friday. Contains loads of goodies in here, including 3 lots of your foam pad sheets in different thicknesses. You've got your red liner tapes. Again, 10 metres long on the red liner tapes in here. And you've got the 3 different widths that we do, the 3, the 6 and the 12. You're also going to get 2 adhesive sheets in A5 size. Finger lift roll, you're getting your round foam pads in there too, plus the ever handy and the must-have item in there is the razor. The glue eraser is included in there too. And then on top of that, another craft room essential, the essential toolkit, and we have sold these by the absolute warehouse load. They are so popular since we brought these to you on birthday a couple of years ago. Includes your craft knife, it includes your metal ruler and your 6-inch self-healing cutting mat, tweezers, you've got your 4.5-inch snips in there, and that larger pokey tool as well. So it is really an essential craft room bundle, only for Cyber Monday at a star buy price. It should be £110 or $157. If we could get this under 100, that would be good, wouldn't it? That would be good. If we get this under 80, that would be incredible. But look at the price we're about to do it for one day only. Here it comes. Boom. £52 or $76 is your platinum price on that. If you're in the US as well, that is your free shipping. You're welcome. Take it off our hands, but only for today. If you are in the US and you're wanting to grab that first ever time we've taken the price down that low on the letterpress, you need to type it into the search bar. I've just been told it is not on the shop the day. We'll do our best to get that into the shop the day category, but for the minute, if you just type letterpress, you'll see it, and you will see that deal for Cyber Monday only. I've made lots of Christmas gifts using the letterpress, says Sheila, and the family dies. What a great deal, says Linda. Listen, tell everybody else in the comments why they need to grab that deal today. I have 3 sets, says Sarah. My G2 is finally on the way. Love my letterpress, says Mary Beth Doyle. I used it to do the inside of all my Christmas cards. And Karen says I may have to replace my RV guillotine cutter. Killing me with these crazy deals, says Chris Garcia. Just doing our job. And Hannaford says, oh my gosh, that is sensational. as we go back to Leann for some more inspiration, Eleanor is just asking, will there at a point be more letterpress plates coming out for the letterpress?
Yes.
And can you just remind Eleanor as well, because she's just asking what other dyes she can use with her letterpress?
Any of your foil press.
I love it. And hi to Michael Adams, our resident birdman, who says, hi Ben, I've posted a special parcel for you to the office.
Ooh.
Keep an eye out. Michael, thank you very much indeed. I certainly will keep an eye out. That's very kind of you, whatever it is. It wasn't necessary, but thank you. Right, let's get back over to Leann. So are you going to show us this time what we can use if we don't have the stamps? Is
Yes,
that right? Yes.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'll get my glasses.
Right.
I'll not do the finished full card.
No.
It'll be exactly the same whether you use the stamp or not, but I want to show you how to do it if you don't have the stamps and you want to do this and you're in the US. If you're in the UK, the easiest way is to get the stamps, but in the US. So I wanted to make sure that everybody was covered. So what I've got is just a little cup. You could use anything circle. A lid off a jam jar, a glass, a lid off your glitter, a lid off your embossing powder, a plastic cup. It doesn't matter. As long as it's a circle,
yep,
you can use it. And then I've got myself a little saucer. And what I'm going to do is just pop on here some of my persimmon orange.
Okay.
Okay. And then some of my poppy red. So these are exactly the same colours that I used before. And you see I did one side with the orange, one side with the red, and I've let them move into each other. And it's kind of a circle in shape. It doesn't have to be, but you'll get the idea.
Yeah.
Then you take your thing, whatever you're going to paint it with,
yeah,
and you dip it in. And just give it a run around so that the entire edge is covered.
Okay.
Take that to your project, plop it down.
Okay.
And then do everything we just did before.
Yeah.
So you just take your colour with a wet brush and let that bleed out.
That's a very clever way of doing it. So yeah, just you choose the implement that you want to use,
The size.
and away you go.
Yeah, it's entirely up to you.
It's obviously
Now,
not giving you as good of a stamped impression as the stamp has, but you
No.
know, again, it doesn't almost matter this, does it? For
It
the
doesn't
perfectly
almost
imperfect.
matter with this. And then the good thing is about the stamp set, of course, is you've got the nested shapes.
Yes.
You've got all of the different sizes to do the project. With this, you're limited. You could only do this in this one size because it's with that cup. But it means that you can get cracking and get your liquid watercolours if you don't have them, and get cracking with your Christmas bauble makes in exactly the same way if you haven't got the nested stamps at home. Okay, so that's how you would do that.
Okay.
Everybody happy with that?
Yes.
Okay, next technique I want to show you. I'm going to clean that brush. And again, you could use the nested stamp, one of the smaller ones, or you could use any other round thing. And it's entirely up to you, depending on where in the world you are and what it is you want to create. So I'm going to take my 0.5 Artliner. And here I've got a 5x7 card, which has been scored and folded, and I've got it flat open right in front of me.
Right.
Okay? And now what I'm going to do is draw a string for some fairy lights. And again, I don't want you to be too precise. I don't want you to be worried about it being absolutely perfect. Just let your hand go. Don't stop and judder and think about it. And don't try to do a perfectly straight line. So I'm going to start up here. And then as I draw, I'm going to loop up, loop down, loop up, loop down, loop up, loop down, loop up, loop down. Okay, just all the way across.
Nice.
As simple as that. Then I'm going to clean this. Let's clean this up. Actually, I might do one with that colour, actually, and then I'll not waste the ink. So this is actually the top from our liquid watercolours.
Okay.
Okay? And what I'm going to do is ploop that in there. And then I'm going to pop that there. And I might do 2 in that colour. And I'll spread them apart. Let's do 1 here. And I'm just kind of touching the little loopy line that I've made.
Yeah.
When I do that, give it a little clean before you put it back. And then you're going to use this, you're going to use the same brush again. And then we'll change the colour up. So now, excuse me, sniffing.
We'll
I'm
let
going
you
to
off,
pick
it's
up a
fine.
little bit of my colour.
Yeah.
And then do exactly as I did.
Huh.
The first time.
Yeah.
And you're just going with an approximation of a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I just think I need a little bit more of the poppy red here. So there we go.
US friends, just whilst we're watching Leann, the price that we showed you here on Crafters TV for the letterpress is correct. The one on the website is wrong. So Johnny has just updated that. So if you refresh your page, you should now see the price that we are quoting, which is the correct price. The low price is the one that you'll pay, so don't worry. But if you were going to buy it and you saw the price, and oh, it's not what they said, it should be now if you refresh, and then you'll be able to check it out at that price.
And there we go. So you can see I've just done exactly as I did, but then I've made that one. I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'm going to come down here, clean my brush off a little bit, pick up some more of the ink from the plate, and do exactly the same down here. So the brush is not as dry as I would usually tell you to do. You do want a bit of a pooling of water in the centre, and that lets all of that colour mix together. And then pick up your opposite colour. And what I do is I just keep rotating round my piece of card to get it where I'd like it. And then if I feel I need a little bit more of a colour, like I feel I need a little bit more red there, another little mouse's tea goes on my plate.
Yeah.
And I can use that. But it means I'm not wasting it by using too much.
Just to say as well, we'll show you on the website in a minute, if you search letterpress in the US, it does say 59, but if you actually then click into the item, you'll then get the correct price. So don't be put off and go, oh, it's 59. They said it was 39 US platinum. Once you click into it, the correct price does come up, and we can show you that if we need to in a minute.
And you really do, you want the colours to be pooling in places, you want it to be loose in areas, you want little splats about where you didn't expect you wanted them, because we are going to do a little bit more splatting. So there's 2 of my little fairy lights done. Now I'm going to clean my plate, and I'm going to use some different colours. So let's go with a little bit of, out of that set, a little bit of the night blue. And then let's pop a little bit of Clematis Violet in there. What am I like for time?
I'm really enjoying this sort of type of crafting. I call it like MacGyver crafting, like finding stuff around the house to sort of use and get the job done the same way almost.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's a little blue violet one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come down here and do a little blue violet one there. Just give that a little wipe before you put it back on your bottle, and then you'll not be getting filthy hands later. You'll thank yourself. And then I'm going to change my pot of water now to a clean pot, because I'm using some different colours. Wet your brush, dab off the excess, just take the water up to the edge and pull it out. And let the colours mix. And keep turning your card around. It makes it easy for you. You know, see what I'm doing is taking the flat edge of the brush up to the line and letting that colour come out.
Yeah.
And if I need to add a little bit more of that colour in, I do. And then just keep moving that around.
Don't forget as well, 2 big sales shows coming today, 2 o'clock this afternoon. We are officially kicking off Cyber Monday. It's me and Leann for 2 hours. Sarah's in tonight from 5, and I know I mentioned it earlier on, but we have got different deals in those shows that you won't see all the deals at 2 o'clock. Okay, so you do need to come back at 5 as well, because we are holding some of the deals back for that show. So there'll be lots of reasons to jump in, lots of reasons to shop, and join us right throughout the day.
Definitely.
We got loads of good deals at 2, Leann. You and I. Hopefully you'll need to power up on the Lemsips and the old Bass ready for 2.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I might have everybody just absolutely... Well, all of your sinuses will be lovely and
yeah.
free this afternoon as well. Right. So there you go. You see, I've done exactly the same with the same colour there.
Yeah.
As I go along, just doing all of my little fairy lights. Then I'm going to clean that one up. I would have several of these cards on the go so that I was never cleaning up and wasting any of the ink on this plate, but for speed.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to do the Catkin Green, which is a lovely one. And I think I'll stick a little bit of the aqua on with that. So I'm just using all of the colours that are at my disposal in that set. There we go. And then we use the lid again.
Who knew that lid would be so handy?
Who knew? Okay. Clean your lid. And then exactly the same as we did before. And the more water you've got on your brush, the easier it'll make that.
Yeah.
And I'll just leave that there because I know I'm probably coming out of time a little bit. And it helps. This is like those, we had these on our trees when we were little.
Yeah.
The coloured ball, little coloured ball lights. Right, so I'll just leave that there. You could go and add a little bit more colour if you want to. Let me just get rid of that. And then I'm going to dry it.
Okay.
Just quickly. And then I've got a couple of tiny little bits to show you, and then you're good.
Amanda's just asking whether or not, do you do any prep or prime to the watercolour card beforehand?
Not for this.
No.
No, there's no need for this technique. And I know a lot of the time when I'm talking to you, I'll say prime your watercolour card, put a little spritz of water on, do a little brush of water, something like that. For this technique, no, none at all.
That watercolour card, as well as I say, for UK friends, I think rather, is back in stock in the UK. So if you want to pick up more watercolour card, bottom of your screen there, A4 size, $14.99 for 20 sheets, less your club inspired discount, of course. Thank you, Margaret, as well. He says, I always learn so much from Leann. I think we all do. It's lovely to have her in again.
And then all I'm going to do on my little baubles, on my little lights, is some little bunny ears.
Oh, yeah.
So that they look attached to the string that I've done. Then we're going to use the gold metallic, and that's the fine one. Just get it going again on a scrap piece of paper. That's good. And then again, just go around. Really loosely. You don't need to be too precise with it at all. That's on there. And then
here we go. Splat. Can you use the new holographic paint for this project, says Colette?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah?
If you've got them at home and you want to do this technique, it's going to look absolutely glorious.
It will, won't it? Wow.
It will. So once you're happy with how many splats you've got, you can stop. Let me just clean that up. Now, if I had a little bit of the colour left, I would also put a little bit of the colour on there, but I haven't, so I won't. I do want to... Right, because I think... Am I out of time nearly, Ben?
Nearly.
Yeah. Just write your own thing. Now, the final thing I'm going to do, because they're fairy lights and they need to twinkle, is with a little bit of tacky glue in a fine tip applicator, just some tiny little dots. Tiny little dots, just randomly. Mm-hmm. And then I've got the pot of shaker glitter. Pop that back in there. Oh, you know when you're on a time pressure, it won't go in. Right, there we go, it's in. Where's my shaker glitter? Here it is. Little pot of shaker glitter.
Oh, hello.
Okay, and then tap that off. This could be any glitter that you've got at home. I would say a crystal glitter is going to be more effective.
Oh, yes.
Let's pop that back in there. Get the lid back on.
Sparkly lights.
And then this is what I mean about going across the front and back of your card.
Yeah.
So look, you've got lovely little sparkly lights, but you've got them on the back as well.
Yeah.
And they come all the way along. So you've made a really lovely little card. Let me move these out of the way. There we go. You can see that little string of lights and that little bit of glitter makes all the difference, doesn't it? You could hang one of those little baubles down there that we did if you wanted to. You could put a bauble half on the edge. It's just actually one of the really loveliest things to do, and you'll have your Christmas cards done in no time.
Do you know what I feel that would be, the actual finishing touch to that would be, was to, if you've got your embossing tool, to emboss like the little handmade thing on the back of it.
Yes. Oh, yes.
That would be the finishing.
Yes, in Christmas, yes. Absolutely. Well, the one on birthday week that we launched, yes. Emboss on my card, emboss on my card. That one.
Yeah.
It would be perfect.
Splitting always makes me nervous.
Splatting.
Oh, splatting. It says splitting here. I was wondering, what does that mean? Splitting, splatting.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. There is no right or wrong with a splat. You'll get some big splats, some little splats, some tiny splats. Doesn't matter. All splats are welcome
Exactly
when you're
right.
splatting.
Yeah. More. Oh, it's just, yeah. Too late now. I've read it out. Rachel's just changed it. Splitting. What a great deal on this, though. If you want to jump in and grab the liquid watercolours, you've got your accessory kit included in there as well, which, of course, is your extra spritzer. And, of course, you've got the pots in there, too. So if you do make any kind of new colours, then, of course, you can pop those into that pot. £20 or $25.60. Watercolour cardstock back in stock in the UK as well. So that's worth getting into your basket. And, of course, I love the fact that we've seen different ways to create that look if you don't have those stamps. But the stamps are available for you if you're in the UK, so you can jump in and grab them. Ash Cambo says, looks fabulous. And again, if you decide to recreate that card, do make sure you post it in the I'm a Crafter's Companion group on Facebook, so and tag us in it as well, because we love to see your creations. And, you know, it could be, again, that you decide to do that, and that is the card that you then send in for our Christmas card exchange, which, of course, you've got until the end of the week to get your cards sent in. We'll chat more about that in the later shows, but more importantly than that, Cyber Monday is go, go, go. Shop the day. You'll see loads of deals there right now, so you can get ahead of the game before everybody else. But if you want us to take you through them all, we'll be doing that for you at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So you've got 2 hours with me and Leann, getting the first opportunity to grab some exceptional deals, let me just say. And then tonight, Sarah is going to be in live at 5 for her take on some of those deals. And we've also got more deals in that show that you won't see in the 2 o'clock. But a massive thank you to Leann. What a lovely show. And take a look at all the projects that she's popped together in that hour. Look at those. Marvellous. Thank you, Leann.
Welcome. Loved it.
Leann is going to be back with me at 2. She's going to go and get some more lem sips, a little bit more Albus oil, and we will be back ready and raring to go for Cyber Monday Part 1 in just over an hour's time. Until then, thanks for watching, and bye for now.